Oh my god, another video. Yes, correct. We're here. I want to thank you guys, first and foremost, for the support. I did not anticipate this at all. I was kind of embarrassed, I'm not going to lie, to go out there and let the world know about what I'm doing. And I'm still a little bit embarrassed to go out there under, like, YouTubers' comment sections and Twitter posts and be like, hey guys, sorry, hey guys, look at this YouTube video I made. I know it's still very amateur. I do promise that things are gonna get better and that I'm gonna keep learning as I go, and I hope you guys keep going with me. Like, best friend told me to look into the camera, but my camera's up there, so it's just a little awkward. I feel like I'm like looking up and it doesn't really translate. I would rather it be like eye level and stuff, but that doesn't really work for the way my desk is set up. So for the time being, I'm gonna look at the camera and then look back and stuff like that. But I wanted to talk today about the Warriors. Man, it's over. I wasn't around for the Shaq and Kobe Lakers. I wasn't around for the San Antonio Spurs or the Chicago Bulls, but I was around for the Warriors. Talking about dynasties here. And to sit and live through the entire dynasty, ever since they started winning stuff in 2014, it was annoying. It was annoying seeing the rise of everything. I'm not gonna lie. It was very frustrating to have to watch my favorite teams play, the Golden State Warriors, because you knew you never stood a chance. But you watched because you wanted to be that team that beat them. And then they got Kevin Durant, and you just kind of laid down and died. You were just like, fine. And now, it's over. I got to witness the start, and now I get to witness the end. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it kind of sucks watching it go out the way that it's going out. I never was a person that took any of whatever happened personally. I mean, maybe when they got Kevin Durant, I was really mad about it, but I never saw them as like the devil. They were the boogeyman, but they weren't the devil. So, it does suck to watch them go out the way that they're going out. I mean, Steph Curry's a phenomenal basketball player. Talk about a cultural fucking revolution. Now, it's over. So I wanted to go through the beginning of the end. You know what I mean? And I wanted to start in 2020. So coming into 2020, they had just lost the ring to the Raptors. Hold that. And obviously Klay was hurt. Tore his ACL, I believe. And they kind of had a decision to make. Throughout the year, there had been some rumblings that Draymond and Kevin Durant didn't really like each other. And you saw, obviously, that video of them on the sidelines where they were, yelling at each other. And it came out that he was like, we won without you. We're going to win without you. We never needed you. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? And so that obviously rubbed KD the wrong way. He talked about it, and he said that he didn't like how people just kind of brushed it under the rug. And they were like, well, these things happen. And, after the season ended, they decided to let him go. They let Kevin Durant go. And they signed and traded him for D'Angelo Russell, I believe. I might be wrong, but I just know there was a swap or something. And now the Warriors had D'Angelo Russell. Okay, cool. Nice. We got another guard to go pair with Steph. Oh, damn. Steph, what happened? Damn. Steph got hurt. Oh, damn. Draymond, what happened? Draymond's like, I don't want to fucking be here. Fuck off. What the fuck? He says, shit, you got me playing with fucking Alan Smiley Jeek. Like, who the fuck is that? Draymond plays like 12 games. Sits the fuck out for the rest of the season. Obviously, Klay's hurt. So it's just D'Angelo Russell. And he doesn't look great. And their first round draft pick, Jordan Poole, does not look great. And it's just a bad year. They lose a lot of games. They have like the second worst record in the league that year. And so they have some optimism going into the next year because they have a first round draft pick. And oh my God, it's the number 2 draft pick. Whoa. So what do? they draft James Wiseman. And things were really weird, and we didn't really know what they would do, but they pick up Kelly Oubre, and they get these veterans, and it's looking like, oh, okay, make something shake here, yeah. Oops, Clay got hurt again. Tore his Achilles this time. Not good. And so now they have to deal with another injury. But Draymond's back, and Steph is back, so let's see what happens. Oh, man. That year was not great either. Kelly Oubre fit didn't really work. They were, like, playing Kent Bazemore and stuff. Like, it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good. And so they make it to the play-in, and they lose to the Lakers. Mind you, it was like the fucking 3-rim shit, that bullshit. They lose, and they lose to the Grizzlies, and they don't make the playoffs. But there is some optimism here because now they have 2 first-round picks. I forget why they had that pick that turned into Jonathan Kuminga. I think that was the Magic. They made a trade with the Magic or something. I don't know what it was. But they made a trade, and now they have Jonathan Kuminga. Holy shit. Jonathan Kuminga. Whoa. Are they going to do it again? Oh, my God. They drafted Moses Moody? What? So they draft those 2 players, and they fill up on veterans. They get Nemanja Bjelica, Otto Porter Jr., Gary Payton II has like a great training camp and starts playing really well. And Kevin Looney's playing really well, and the big 3 is back. And then Andrew Wiggins starts to pick it up. Oh my God, I forgot about Andrew Wiggins. No, yeah, that was what it was. It was the Timberwolves pick that turned into Jonathan Kuminga. Yeah, that's what it was. It all clicked in my head now. They traded D'Lo for Wiggins and the pick. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So now it's like, oh my God, are they gonna do it again? Are they gonna do a 2 timeline thing? Are they gonna win a ring? Bingo. Yup, that's exactly what they did. They won the championship that year, and things are looking great. Oh my God, Steph Curry, ring number 4. Holy shit, he did it. So there's optimism going into the next year, and we're all excited to see what the Warriors do. That was a fun finals. Steph Curry completely went off, got his finals MVP. Things are looking great. And then we get the news that Draymond Green and Jordan Poole got into an altercation, and Draymond Green knocked out Jordan Poole. And so now it's like, whoa, what are they going to do? Are they going to address it? We saw that video. That was fucked up. That shit got leaked. Whoa. And then Steve Kerr comes out, and he's like, that was supposed to be in-house. That was supposed to be a matter that we deal with in here. Nobody else was supposed to know about it. It was like, oh, that's weird. That's a weird thing to do. And then Jordan Poole doesn't talk about it. Nobody else really talks about it until Draymond Green makes a fucking documentary. And he's like, yeah, like, it was just a lot that was happening to me. And, he really aggravated me, and I did what I did. I mean, it's just like, okay, dude, are you sorry? Like, do you feel bad about what you did? And throughout the whole thing, you didn't really get that notion. So it was just really weird. And they're just like, we'll sweep it under the rug, right? So they do that, and they play throughout the year. And they're wishy-washy. They're up and down. People are hurt. Gary Payton gets hurt. Jordan Poole's up and down. And things just are looking kind of... And so they make it into the playoffs. And then they play the Kings. And then in that Kings series, it's looking bad. They're down 0-2. And it's like, oh, fuck. Like, this is it. I thought it was over. You asked me, I thought it was over. It's like, it's done. Cooked product. Goodbye. But no, they bring it all the way back, and they push it to 7. And in one of those games, Draymond Green gets into an altercation with Domantas Sabonis, and they both fall to the floor. And Draymond Green jumps up and lands on the man's chest and jumps off the man's chest. Just stomps on him and jumps off the man's chest.
Grab Draymond right there. Now, that right there.
Could have broken the man's rib, by the way. Just actually could have killed him, but I digress. That happens, and he gets suspended. But they end up winning the series because De'Aaron Fox breaks his hand. And then they play the Lakers, and then they're just completely outmatched. Lonnie Walker just shut the fucking faucet off and did his own thing. Took him out. Goodbye. Brought him out in the bag. Shot him like a dog. Old Yeller. That was that. So now we're just like, oh, that wasn't great. What are these guys going to do? You know what I mean? What are they going to do? And then that notification hits our phone that Jordan Poole has been traded to the Washington Wizards. And you're like, wait a minute, what do you mean? I just saw that the Suns traded Chris Paul to the Wizards. Does that mean Chris Paul is going to the Warriors? Yup. Chris Paul is going to the Golden State Warriors in exchange for Jordan Poole and a heavily protected first-round pick. I believe it's like top 20 protected. And so now we're like, oh, good for Jordan Poole, man. He gets his own team. He's going to do the Gilbert Arenas shit, go from the Warriors to the Washington Wizards, really break out. Still hasn't happened. And we're like, okay, that's really funny. Chris Paul, former fucking father of Steph Curry, now son of Steph Curry, is going to play with Steph Curry. How's that going to work? That's kind of disgusting. Are they going to start them? Or is he going to come off the bench? Chris Paul, really? No. They have Chris Paul on the team, and they still have Andrew Wiggins on the team. I forgot to mention, the last year, Andrew Wiggins didn't play for like half that year because there was like a personal matter that he went through that we still don't really know about, and we still really shouldn't know about. And now Andrew Wiggins back with Chris Paul and these guys, and it's looking good, and it's like, okay, had lost Gary Payton to the injury the year before, so things are looking up. And going into the year, Gary Payton gets hurt again. And then he has to get surgery because he got hurt again, recovering from the other injury. And now Chris Paul's hand is broken. And it's like, shit. And throughout this whole process, an in-season tournament game against the New Orleans Pelicans, Draymond Green is noticing from one side of the court. He looks over and he sees Klay Thompson and Jaden McDaniels. Now, Jaden McDaniels is saying something to Klay Thompson, and Klay Thompson gets in Jaden McDaniels' face. And he aggravates him, and so Jaden McDaniels steps up to him. And Draymond Green sees this big, giant baguette walking over to the two teammates. And he sees the baguette trying to separate it. He's like, whoa. Calm down. Sacre bleu. Relax. Something clicks in Draymond's head, and he runs over, and he immediately gets Rudy Gobert in a fucking full Nelson. And he has him wrapped up. Pulls him back. Everything's crazy. Everyone's freaking out. Oh my God, what is he doing?
Every team has an enforcer. The Warriors have Draymond.
The reason Draymond went so demonstrably is that Gobert had Klay in a headlock.
Yeah.
And Draymond's not feeling that at all.
So he's just pulling him off. We're not doing it here. And then all of a sudden Gobert comes in and Draymond's like, no.
Yeah, it's
chill out.
And then Draymond, he headlocked Gobert there. So
this was on national television, ladies and gentlemen. National television. He has him in the full fucking Nelson on national television. Doing like fucking Jody baby boy, man. Disgusting. Everyone's freaking out. And then boom, Draymond Green snaps out of it, gets separated. And you see his face and he looks fucking confused. He's like, what did I just do? What is happening? Did I just do that? Yeah, you did, Draymond. And so he gets fucking kicked out immediately. And Rudy Gobert, this guy just tried to fucking separate them. He didn't even want anyone to fight. Boom, out of here. And so that happens. And not even a couple weeks later, I mean, he gets suspended, right? I think he got suspended like 5 games. They're like, you need to chill the fuck out, bro. And so he comes back. And shortly after coming back, they are playing a game against the Phoenix Suns. And he feels like Yusuf Nurkic is pulling at his jersey and trying to hold them down on his hip. And so he spins off of him with his arms loose. And he cracks him on the side of the fucking head.
Oh, man.
Well, that's going to be a flagrant.
Yep.
That's it. Draymond Green is out.
And nearly knocks the man out. And everybody's fucking freaking out again. And he's looking around like, oh, shit. What did I do? Gets kicked out. And he goes up to the podium. And he's like, obviously I don't apologize for the way that I act, but I was wrong here. I'm not going to be afraid to admit I was wrong, and I'm sorry. The league is like, shut the fuck up, Draymond. Go home and stay there for as long as we tell you to. So now Draymond is suspended indefinitely, and CP3 is hurt, and Gary Payton II is hurt, and Klay Thompson is a whole bucket of fucking ass. And Jonathan Kuminga, the young star that's coming up, he's not happy with his minutes. He plays a game against the Denver Nuggets, scores 18 points in the first half. Doesn't see the second half where he sees his team blow a 20-point lead. Fucking Jokic, rainbow dagger, right between the eyes. Lord is my shepherd. Dead. And so we get the news later on that Draymond Green has officially been reinstated. And along with that news, we get a notification from the Volume that says, hey guys, the Draymond Green podcast is coming back. Tune in tomorrow. You tune in and it's just 40 minutes of the guy like, yeah, me and coach, we just sat on my porch and, we cried. And we were like, fuck, man. Like, how did we get here? You know what I mean? And I am really sorry, and I got some help and stuff. And I thought, okay, Draymond, good for you, man. Good for you. Did this need to be 40 minutes? Okay, Jesus. I digress. And so as of yesterday, they are playing a game against the New Orleans Pelicans. Shortly after playing a game against the Toronto Raptors, where they got the hell beat out of them, they're playing against the Warriors. They're playing against the Pelicans. And now the Pelicans come into town and absolutely pummel the Warriors. Steph Curry always has bad Decembers, early Januaries, but it's different this time because this time it really hurts. It really, really hurts. And the fans boo. The arena's booing. Everyone's unhappy. You could tell. Steph Curry's on the sideline like laughing like, holy shit. This is crazy. And you could kind of see in everyone from the coach to the assistants to Steph to Clay to Kuminga to fucking Trace Jackson Davis. Damn, it's over. It's over. And so they ask Steph and they ask him, hey man, do you feel like you guys need to make a trade, or do you think you can really come together as a collective and figure this out? And Steph Curry's like, what do they say about doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? What do they call that? Insanity? Yeah, that's what that would be if we don't do anything. And so now there's reports that are coming out that everybody not named Stephen Curry can go. And that essentially means it's over. So it's done. Draymond is probably going to be gone. Klay Thompson is probably going to be gone. They're going to try to maximize the last few years of Steph's career. I don't think they trade any picks, but I do think that they're going to try to go out and, build a new team. Who knows if it's going to work, but as it stands right now, that's pretty much it. And it's over. It's over. If things stand pat, then this is probably the saddest way a dynasty has gone out. The Bulls, they fizzled out gracefully into thin air, and everybody kind of left, and it turned to shit after that. But it ended nice. It ended on a high, on a ring. You know what I mean? And now the Shaq and Kobe Lakers, they got their fucking clocks cleaned by the Pistons, and there was that whole beef throughout the years with Shaq and Kobe, and that obviously didn't end very great, but eventually the Lakers got 2 more championships and the Miami Heat got a championship. So it was like, okay, that's not bad. That's pretty good, a good end to a dynasty, not bad. And the Spurs, they transitioned into the Kawhi Leonard era to where it was Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus Aldridge and Danny Green. I was like, okay, yeah, we had a proper send-off. For some reason, Tony Parker's in Charlotte. What I'm trying to say is, if this is the way that the Warriors decide to end the dynasty, this is arguably the saddest way that a dynasty has ever gone out. And we're going to have to see what they do. If you ask me, which you're not, but I'll tell you anyways, you're going to see a new team by the trade deadline. I do believe they're going to have to keep Draymond because the market is completely dead unless you want to just gut everything. And anybody that trades for Draymond is going to have a good player with a lot of problems and baggage. I think Draymond Green killed the dynasty. And that sucks to say because I like Draymond. I like the way he plays defense. I don't like the antics. I don't like any of the baggage that comes with him. But I like the way he can control a court on the defensive end. Stuff like that is very interesting to me. So it sucks to say that he killed his own dynasty with the bullshit. Clay being washed and expensive doesn't help. And, you're being paid $50 million almost, $44 million, rather, to just shoot sometimes. You're not the same defender. You're not the same finisher. It's It's just not good. It's just not good. Draymond definitely didn't help. He kicked out KD. If they had kept KD, who knows? Who knows what happens? But that dynasty is still going on. So I'm very interested to see what the Warriors do. I'm very, very interested to see what they do. But I do anticipate there'll be a whole new team. And unlike the Lakers, I don't think they figure this one out. So try to enjoy the good times while you're there as a fan of the sport, because at any point, even a dynasty can crumble.